Hey, what's going on everyone? Alex here with Verus Engineering, and today is PRI setup day. We have Eric, he's in the Corvette getting ready to leave, and I'm in the van full of wheels for a booth that we'll be taking part in. We'll have our car there. We'll show you more in a second, but yeah, I'm gonna get you a behind the scenes look of what it's like to set up for PRI, because I have no idea how things are gonna go, so let's see how it goes. I'm gonna follow Eric, hopefully I can keep up with this Stingray right here. Unfortunately it's raining, but yeah, let's roll. Alright, look how sick that looks. Let's go. Alright, so I don't know where Eric went. I kind of lost him, but then I caught up to his car. He's parked here outside a Motor Vault. I don't know where he actually is though. Oh, the door's opening. He must be in there.
Right here.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you?
Are we going to the loading dock over there?
We're supposed to be going there where we went, but it's not. They didn't let me through.
Oh, they didn't?
So I have to go to the marshalling yard first. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. We're trying to figure it out.
Alright, we got some directions from Brian. He was nice enough to actually help us clean our car off a little bit, but now we know where we're going, because we have never been the one to actually load the car in ourselves before, so.
I give you the pass is not get in the line.
Alright, we got our passes. Eric's got his. I love the C8 with the van parked immediately behind it. That's, that is American muscle right there. Two icons.
How's it going?
Yes,
Hey, it's going good.
So you're gonna have to park over there in B lot,
Where's that?
right across the street over there. We'll send you to the little gate.
Oh, okay, that's like temporary parking.
No. So we parked the small vehicles like you guys over there,
Gotcha.
and then the big trailers over here.
Word. Okay, I got you. My
But
apologies.
yeah, you had that yellow pass, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just get you in that lot right over there.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm here on the show floor. I got separated from Eric, so I'm gonna try to find him. Found him. And in here we cannot have the car on, so yeah, we're just pushing it in there. Alright, I regroup with the folks here. We're gonna go back to the van, get all the wheels out of there, and get the booth set up.
But now I see it on the car. I'm like, oh, not bad.
Alright, we're giving the car a quick detail. We were able to get the car here without turning it on, which was really crazy. It was really hard.
That's how RJ's car was. We did this much better. He did the downforce.
Gotta do the stress test.
Where you gonna put the crate?
Alright, we're done setting up.
Yeah.
Eric says that there's allegedly a guy walking around here with a sandwich cart.
Yeah, there's a sandwich cart.
So he's trying to find him before we head out. But I don't.
Find the sandwich cart.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's here.
Is that from the sandwich cart? No, that's
No, this is from my lunchbox.
Dang it. Dang it.
They're around here
Oh.
somewhere though.
What do you like? Which one?
I'm gonna get a beef.
Beef? Roast beef and cheddar? Roast
Yeah.
beef and cheddar sounds pretty good.
Hey guys, I'm Alex. Welcome to our show.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for following along on the PRI setup. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, so Titan 7 is like, we want to call it like a full service, full range wheel company, right? And right now we specialize in forged wheels. So forged wheels meaning like wheels for like that are strong, durable, light, mainly for performance applications. So oftentimes you will see our product on the racetrack. That's really where we belong. But you know, obviously on the street, that's going to be, you know, fine as well. And so we started out. I've been in the industry almost 30 years now, a long time, and so exclusively in wheels. You know, I worked for 18 years with a Japanese wheel manufacturer, and that's where I learned my chops. Some of my partners are in other fields within the automotive aftermarket, and we really, you know, had something unique to bring to the table, and along with other, you know, things that came along, like with connections to factories, other business resources, it really compelled us to make a decision to start Titan 7 because we saw a need for, you know, at that time for a properly priced forged wheel, because, you know, forged wheels are very expensive. And so, you know, our company's motto, Forged for All, we wanted to make sure that we had something really positive to contribute to the industry. And by doing that is by having, you know, a wheel with very high technical specifications, but, you know, at a price that anybody can really, you know, afford. The fun part about Titan 7, it's like a clean slate company. You know, everything from how we do the business operations, you know, to the manufacturing side. I think it's very unique, but also, you know, we try to make sure everything makes sense and also has a really good efficiency behind it. And so in that, with to speak to what you're asking, we wanted to have a setup for whenever we decide to make an application, we wanted to make sure that it was sized properly for the vehicle. The right tires are available for it. It clears big brakes, you know, works with all the suspension. So kind of like when somebody buys like an exhaust or an intake, it's made for the car, right? For us, we had that same approach. So when you look at wheels, typically you see this giant grid, right, of sizes, offsets, bolt pattern, and nobody really can make, you know, sense out of it, right? So we wanted to take the guesswork out of it and just make it easy. No, thank you guys for your support. PRI, this is our, I think, 5th year of doing a booth. Yeah, we enjoy every minute of it, and we appreciate you coming by, and looking forward to more. Thank you.
Yeah, so this C8 has a couple new things on it that have not been really seen or shown before. This is our new high downforce splitter for the C8. It's a bit more aggressive front stick out. This one does have tunnels in it, and it extends a little bit closer to the axle center line than our sort of standard splitter. Splitter end plates, more downforce, a bit bigger. Yeah, so the standard splitter follows the stock body line a little bit more closely, and it doesn't stick out as far as this one does. This one I think is, don't quote me on this, but it's like up to maybe 4 inches in some spots, a little bit less than that in others. This one wasn't really developed around a rule set. Like it could be used in like grid life, street mod. It should be fine for that, because I think that's a 5-inch rule. Yeah, so the other new product that we're kind of teasing here is the rear diffuser. It was developed around the Z06 as a Z06 diffuser, but it's also compatible with the Stingray, so it could be installed on either one. It's way more aggressive than the other diffuser offerings we have for the Stingray. It's quite a bit more downforce too. Yeah, guys, bit cozy in here, but yeah. So this is the diffuser. It's yeah, like I said, it's a lot more wild than our standard one. This actually extends. Our standard diffusers sort of end at the rear of the subframe. This one extends up almost to the axle center line. So this is way bigger, way more aggressive than what we currently offer for the Stingray, and this will be available for either the Z06 or the Stingray. Yeah, so we'll have more info on the diffuser and the splitter in the near future. These are kind of our first articles. These are the only ones in existence. We need to do a bit more track testing, a little bit more street drive testing, and kind of finalize the designs, but we'll have more information soon.